There are journeys that go deeper and deeper. And in this, part 3, we not only see the championship rings, but also see more clearly the value of perseverance, humility, and team spirit. This is the part for the silent legends. Those who are not necessarily superstars, but are indispensable links in glorious championship dynasties. They may not have many points, not many spotlights, but they have something more precious. The trust of their teammates, the trust of their coaches, and the courage to compete in the most important moments. You will be surprised to know that there are names that are rarely mentioned, but own 3, 4, even 5 championships. As a testament to the saying, you don't need to be famous to be great. And if you are living in a small role, trying in silence, this video is for you. Because sometimes, those who change history don't need to stand on the highest podium, but just never give up. Watch until the end to feel more clearly who are the real champions, and what makes them worthy of being called legends. When talking about a champion, people often think of the moment of lifting the trophy, the smile of victory, or the cheers from the stands. But after 3 parts of this journey, perhaps you have also realized the championship is not only measured by the title, but also by the value of sacrifice, perseverance, and the irreplaceable silent role. The names you just saw are not always in the headlines of the press, do not always have outstanding stats, but without them, perhaps there would be no championship to be named. And just like in life, not everyone gets to stand on stage. But everyone, in their position, can create victory if they are humble enough, persistent enough, and have enough faith in what they are doing. If you are on your own path, not recognized, not seeing results, remember, there are glories that are not noisy, but still true glories. Thank you for accompanying us until the end of part 3.